Hello everybody, it's Technojock again with Galactic Science Season 2, Episode 12, and progression has been good whilst you've been away. The diamond making thing has been going fantastically. I have got diamonds that I'm going to be using for stuff at the moment. Got a few left, not a huge amount, but things have been going pretty well here. Oh yeah, we've got a bunch more stuff there and loads of stuff to get processed. That's been fine. So I went through all of the Mars subsurface rock and surface rock that I had, processing up a bit more Mars stone just now, and things are going quite nicely. I have a good amount of dash. Quite happy with that at the moment. So over a stack of dash just now. Excellent, very, very pleased. Let's take a look at our quest book and you will see a bit of a difference. Yes, we have 6 unclaimed rewards. So we're doing why do all the work at the moment, and I just made myself a bunch of stuff here to kind of clear this out once and for all. So the electrical age one with the RF engine that we're not about to use, we're just going to claim that, and then there's stuff here about making one of the progressive automation wooden killers for making a kind of a mob farm or for protecting the base or something. Again, it's not something we're really particularly interested in, and the mob filter to go in that so it doesn't attack you. And I'm going to take the star. Do I want to take the star? I think I want to take the star. Ooh, that's heavy. And then another quest to make the wooden planter, but we haven't required to make a farm because our apples are going fantastically. But it does clear out a bunch of stuff that we don't really need. Actually, I should probably put that in a different chest. That can go in there as well. I'm going to put that, and that away for the time being. Is that, in fact, I'm just going to bin that wooden sword. There's absolutely no point in me having a wooden sword. And now that we've got a diamond one, I'm going to get rid of the stone sword as well and keep that on me. Cool beans. Right, next up. So, I also did make myself the speed upgrade and the fortune upgrades. Those did require dash. Upgrade. If we have a look at these ones required to have the alloy smelter so we could make this stuff. That's what we really needed, because we needed to make dark steel, redstone alloy and vibrant alloy to be able to make the speed upgrade, and we needed all, well, we just needed a diamond rather than the dark steel balls there to make these. So I managed to get some upgrades and I put them in. Which one? I've got the fortune ones in there. It isn't running at the moment, and I've got the speed ones in there, which is backing up quite nice. So that's going to stop in just a moment. However, what I did run into at one point was I was starting to run out of power a little bit with those upgrades all running at the same time. Plus, I was processing the cobble here. I was making the coal through there and diamonds and stuff, and this was running, and power was starting to become a little bit of an issue, not gonna lie. Also, I have opened up another area. Oh, I need to do this. I need to make that into windows. This is quite clear glass, it's not open. So this is all sealed up, and I've got an area through here and a giant viewing area at the moment. This is not going to stay as a viewing area, I can tell you, but I had to expand out our oxygen sealer setup a little bit. One more added to this actually did work, but I've added 2 more just because I had another one sitting. And that's fine, it's all sealed up at the moment, but the oxygen collector is getting to the point where it's starting to kind of struggle a little bit. It is getting there, it is hitting up at the 6,000 and then it kind of comes down a bit more. It's getting to that point. I wouldn't want to try and hang too many more oxygen sealers off that before we get more oxygen collecting on the go, basically, is what I'm saying. And because of the power draw for that thing now, we're at the point where we need more power, and I want to do that. And what I'm looking at is the advanced generators. And the reason I hadn't done anything about that until this point is because this thing is the gas turbine controller. That's the main bit of what we'd want to do, and that requires a control circuit, which requires dash. But now we have a good supply. Not brilliant, but good supply of dash. So we're at the point we can start making these things, and that's not too bad at all. But there was one thing I want to do before we get to that point. And that is, I want to make myself this fission chamber blueprint, boop, and block a diamond, the fusion chamber blueprint, because I have made the blueprint projector. Let's see, blueprint projector. So in the I was bad at math, but I have made the blueprint projector there. We get ourselves sucrose, cans of food, and a reward bag. I'm going to take the cans of food because tin is always welcome. So our next two bits that we want to go on to, we can make the poly tool. We need to get a lot of carbon nanotubes to be able to do that. It gives us another airlock controller. Not too fussed about that at the moment. Might be kind of handy, but the other thing that that gives us is helium and beryllium. Again, not hugely fussed by that, although we could probably do with a bunch of beryllium and stuff. But these are the two that I'm wanting to go on to, fission and fusion. So it's kind of a choice of where we want to go first. Do we want to go fission or do we want to go fusion? And I think we want to go fusion, because fusion allows us to make radioactives. Fission, in case you weren't aware, is splitting an atom. So you can take a big heavy atom like iron, say, and we could split that down and make more carbon or more oxygen or something. We can split it. And I believe the way that this works is it splits it in half. So where's our box of stuff? So we could take, where's a good example? Where's a good example? Don't really have a good example on me here, right? And I'm going to put the sucrose in there as well. Let's have a look. Oh, I need to turn things off. Need to turn things off right now, not that. Can I stop that from running? Ooh, I didn't realise that would continually pump that out all the time. And stop. Overflow protection 101. Don't allow it to do that. Okay, not the end of the world. I can get rid of some of this stuff. I will deal with that later. It's not a very exciting thing to deal with on camera. But no, what I do want to have a look at, oxygen weighs 8. Atomic mass of 8, as you can see by the thing next to it. Let's go over here. This is happily toddling away. Carbon is an atomic mass of 6. And hydrogen has an atomic mass of 1. Right. So we could take hydrogen, 2 hydrogen, and fuse them together and make 1 helium. See, helium is 2. So that's what we do for fusion. And we could make ourselves Einsteinium. I'm thinking about ender pearls at this point. That's ostensibly why I want to go the fusion route, because I want to fuse stuff together so I can make the heavier elements, like Einsteinium in particular. We've got a good supply of the lighter elements at the moment. We don't particularly need to split anything down just yet. I haven't found anything that we need to split down just yet. So being able to fuse elements together to make Einsteinium and be able to make ender pearls is what I am really wanting at this point. Yes? Yes? Yes. No, not unload me. That is completely full, so I could do with making myself some more coal or something. So, yeah, we want to go with fusion, not with... no, sorry, we want to go with fission. No, I was right. Fusion, not fission. Fusion. So that's the one that's 13 by 5 by 13. Okay. So let's take our projector and go up here to this room up here. It's why I made it how I made it. And I'm going to put this thing there. And then I'm going to say fusion chamber like that. I need 181 fusion walls and 241 tungsten plating. And as you can see there, that's what it's showing me to out there, just beyond the wall, where to start building. So I need to make myself an absolute load of walls. So fusion walls. One of these days I'll learn how to spell fusion. Fusion wall and tungsten plating. So fusion walls. You get 16 for 6 dash and some lead. And tungsten plating we need wolfram. Yeah, tungsten, wolfram, sorry. Going old school there, that's why it's a W, it's got the old name of wolfram. Beryllium. Beryllium. Maybe I could do... No, I need tungsten plating, I need a bunch of beryllium. Right. Okie doke. So, tungsten and beryllium are things that we have not really run into before. And the reason for that is because we have not decomposed the thing that we get it from it. Or get it from. That's what we get it from. So that's why I was making a bunch of netherrack before. So let's take this over to the Chemical Decomposer over here. The funny thing about this is, much like the coloured cobblestone that we decomposed a little while back, it gets us all the same stuff as normal cobblestone would do, plus an extra few things. There's the chromium, zinc, beryllium, so we're starting to get the things that we really need. We've got a few other things that we don't need. Now we're going to have to be careful because we are getting radioactives from this, but we've got a bunch of tungsten and we've got a little bit of beryllium, so we're starting to get there. That's not too bad. So we need fusion walls. We can do without that. We've got plenty of lead here, as you can see, and we can make the fusion walls. And now we've got the tungsten and beryllium that we need to be able to make these as well. So let's grab that and that. And it was just iron. So we've got a load of iron. Let's go through here and get a bunch of iron. I'm going to get myself a load. Right. In fact, there we go. Cool. And let's make a load of this. Can you remember how many it was that we needed in total? I can't. Right. So, I'm going to make a stack, because that's a safe bet. And I think that probably completes this quest, and we're going to get some helium and a ore bag. And when we actually get a bunch of beryllium, we'll be able to get more beryllium there. Cool. Let's quickly go and find out how many it was again, and I might even write it down this time. Crazy notion. So this thing, 181 fusion walls and 241 tungsten plating. 181 fusion walls, 241. Cunning. And 181. So like that. Cool. Let's go make a bunch of fusion walls as well, and then I think I can probably craft the rest on my own until such times as we are ready to make this thing up. I am going to want the dash that we had in there, and we'll take that as well, and a bunch of lead. Lead, please. Thank you. And I'm going to want to eat. So, I want to now make like that, like that, like that. And then we needed lead in the middle. So that makes the fusion wall. Cool. So I need 181 of these. So I need a little bit more than 10. 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'll make 11 at the moment. Right. Because that's all I've got on me just now, basically. And that will give me the fusion walls. So there's 128, 168, 176? Is it? So not quite enough, I think, is the real short answer to that. But I also need to make the beryllium, wolfram, and I'm going to need the iron, like so. So I made 16, 32, no, I made 64, so that's 128. I'm going to need some more beryllium, and I need basically 4 lots of that. So let me go make the stuff, make however many I need, and then I'll meet you back when it's actually time to start building this. Right, we're just about there. I just needed one load more dash, so I put some more stone on to sift at the moment after clearing up the mess through there in the sifting area. So I've got that. I need one more lot. It's just going to take a second to do up, but we can get going on this lot just now. Let's go out. This is for the fission chamber. I've got enough tungsten plating to be able to do that as well. So let's go out with our fusion wall to go outside for this bit. And we're now out in the vacuum. Everything's looking very, very good from out here. I'm very pleased with how everything's looking, although I've just noticed... Oh no, that's fine. I thought I needed to attach that to the floor a bit more. So all of these need to be fusion wall. Like this. And as you can see, you can just click into the ghost block, which is really, really handy. So even though this is floating in midair, we are not running into any issues with it. So I can continue along like this and build up this reactor. And obviously I need to swap over to the tungsten plating as well. A little bit more difficult to see where you have and have not placed these ones, but that's fine. Oh, it's hollow. Interesting. Just about there. Just need to fill in the front of this, and then the whole wall should be just in front of this bit of the base, and hopefully I can just link the two together. And if I drop down, I want to prefer not to completely unseal the base, but hey ho, it is what it is. If I can just get in, thank you. In fact, like that, like so. Right, let's go for it. So this is going to go here, like so. Oh, I still need to make the other ones, but everything should be done. Need to watch because everything is unsealed at the moment. I need to make that pretty rounded. I did think that this was maybe square in section, but clearly not. I've got lead on me. Just that. There we go. Let's go. Run. Yeah, I think this is going to work quite nicely, actually. Right. That looks to have worked. Yeah, it's formed a multi-block. We need to get power to it. But that is all good. Let's get this sealed up. I have building blocks on me. I can go... think I want to do this a little bit aesthetically, in that I want it like that. So I think like so. Yep. And nope. Yep. 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 That works. Now hopefully that's going to seal. Yep. I can hear my footsteps again. It means we're sealed up. Excellent. And now take that up. So we can access this through there. I will do something with the outside of that to make it a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. And we'll need to run some power through here. I need to get our blueprint projector again and go down like that, and then this one for the fission chamber, and we just need to go like so. However, I am aware that we need to go in the middle, look straight up. There we go. The sound of the projector turns off because it's in the vacuum. I do like that little touch. Did I put this on the ground? And also it's out of position. Right, okay. I need to sort that out because that is incorrect. Let's take that down. Let's move that back one. That goes there. Okay, and good job I didn't break that glass. That would have annoyed me. Right, let's do that again. And let's just get this done. So this will sit a little bit proud. I didn't want it to sit a little bit proud. I wanted it to go down into it. Urgh, I've done it again. Right. Oh, my word. This is what happens when you get impatient and frustrated. You make mistakes. When you make mistakes, it's silly. Right. Not the end of the world, because I just need to go in the middle. So I need to go 1, 2, and third one in. Right. Back onto single block. Perfect. That's better. Right. Then I can remove the top ones from there if I go up a little bit. So don't need the top row. Like so. Cool. Right. That's better. So if I'm a good judge of this, we just need to close up that. And this should be, I think, just a hollow cube, like so. So, interestingly, you can't place these against each other unless you shift click to aid with putting this stuff together. And we're sealed up. And we are very nearly complete. Should just take these last ones there. And that is also done. Right, let's take that out. Put that back in, and let's run some cabling over and see how we get on. I'm going to need to run a lot of cabling, so I might actually need to do something about that. I shall see you again in a second, I think. Just connecting up the last little bit and making it look pretty, of course, or prettier. As pretty as I can make it. And then it's... Oh, I need a little bit... Really? I need one more wire. Well, in which case... No, I need more than one more wire, because I've only got one of those left. And that doesn't connect either, so I do need a little touch more wire. But as you can hear, I have managed to seal things back up. I did have to breach the seal of the base a little bit just before, because yeah, I needed to run the wire outside. Let's get that and that like that. And like that. Cool beans. We've got 6 of those. I need a little bit more. More stuff and things. I need more of the walkways. Can't turn them into anything else, can I? It's disappointing. Right, okay, let's see if we can at least power this thing up. So yeah, they've got this going over, that's all good, quite pleased with this, it looks all nice. So I need to have one more there, and then I'll need one more there. Really, I'm going to get away with doing that. There we go. And then this should be getting power now. It is getting power, excellent. So it's going to take a little while to actually do. Right, so I want to, let's see, I want to take that and go and grab our radioactives chest. Can I not? This is probably going to kill me. If I pick that up, it's going to kill me, isn't it? Why don't I just make another leaded chest? Right, let's go and make our leaded chest, which is just a chest surrounded by lead, isn't it? I've not got any wood, really. Let's grab a bunch of wood. And let's make some chests. There we go. That's some chests. And let's grab some lead. 8? Nope. Can't count. Doodle-doo-doo, make leaded chest. Right, leaded chest. Like a so. Cool. Right. And I want Einsteinium. So Einsteinium is 99. Okay. So what can we make to make 99? Basically we need 50 and 49. Minecam, please. So that's 100, that's way too high. That's too low, 45. 46 silver. Okay, we've got silver. Indium. Tin. Tin is 50, but we don't have an awful lot of tin. Okay. Other things we do have a lot of. We've got a lot of lead. 82. So I would need... what would that be? 10 would get us 92. And 92. And what else are we looking at? That would do it, wouldn't it? Chlorine. We've got chlorine. Chlorine and lead. Ooh. Let's go and have a look. Let's go have a look. So, a bunch of chlorine and a bunch of lead. Let's have a run through. Let's see if this works. And we've got our leaded chest at the ready. We need to find something to make calcium carbonate as well. Right, so leaded chest is going to go there. I'm quite pleased with how this looks. Right, so, oh my word, that is a lot of power. Let's just do one at the moment and see if it works. So, one goes on that side. And it worked. It made us Einsteinium. Cool. Cool beans. Right. Cool. Like that. So we can do lead and chlorine in here makes us Einsteinium. Now how are we going to make the calcium carbonate? Calcium carbonate. Well, obviously we get it from that. Calcium carbonate. Calcium, obviously. Carbonate. Carbonate ions we can make. We've got a lot of carbon and oxygen. Calcium 20. So chlorine 17 plus 3. No, we don't have really lithium. Beryllium is 4, carbon 6, so calcium. Chromium, calcium, there we go, 20. So what would be 10? Oxygen's 8 and helium is 2. We could fuse hydrogen to get helium and then add it to carbon. Oh, hold on. Carbon 6. It goes up to 12, 24, no. So, ooh. 2 lots of carbon together gets us magnesium. We've got lots of magnesium. Magnesium and oxygen would give us calcium, wouldn't it? Magnesium and oxygen. Well, 2 things we don't have a lack of is magnesium and oxygen. So let's have a look. So, magnesium and oxygen. Then we would need... yeah, that works. Oh, I'm liking this now. Oh yeah, this is the point at which I was wanting to really get to. So, let's have a look. My word, that's going to take a long time to get powered up. So magnesium and oxygen give us calcium. Extra bones if we use that. So, we can get that from bones, but we can make carbonate ions and then add that together in a chemical synthesizer to make calcium carbonate and then add it together with our Einsteinium to make ender pearls. That would work. We are probably in good shape then. I like that a lot. Let's go, because we need 7 more calcium carbonate. Let's go and get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then carbonate. Carbonate, so we're going to need 8 carbonates. Which means we need 8 carbon and 3 8s are 24. 24 oxygen. Further 24 oxygen. Let's do it that way. Yeah, that'll work. And let's say 8 carbons. Oh, I'm excited to get this going. Everything going okay over here? 8 carbons, right. Let's make the carbonate ions first in the chemical synthesis machine here. Chemical synthesis machine, we need 1 of you with 1, 2, 3 of you. Carbonate. Where did it go? Oh, is it in here? Yes, it is. So 8 carbonate. Let's go make the calcium. Through in here. So the magnesium and oxygen makes us our calcium. Cool. Back through here. I will need to get up a chemical synthesizer and probably a decomposer through there as well. So we need then to go calcium carbonate. And that's 8 calcium carbonate. Ooh, no. Ender pearl is just the 1 and 1. Cool. So I need to grab that Einsteinium from through here and just run along and make this. Very excited by this. So 1 Einsteinium. How long does this take to decompose? Oh, I've got an hour and 10 minutes before it's a problem. It's not like it's going to decompose in my hand as I'm walking from one end of the base to the other. And like so, and like so, and that should have made our first chemically synthesized ender pearl from raw atomic stuff. So yeah, we just took all the constituent bits and fused them together and made ender pearls. I'm very pleased with that. Also, I think beryllium's an awful lot easier to get now because we can just split oxygen to make beryllium. And tungsten? Tungsten is 74. Hang on a minute. Right. And I know I can make beryllium if I just split that. So if I split, if I fuse oxygen, it gets us beryllium. I'm pretty sure. Just double check. So I've got 2 oxygen, I can put that in. Can edit it soon. Right, so put oxygen in there, that in there, gives us sulfur. Right, okay. So beryllium then. Beryllium's 4. Oh no, I split oxygen. Done it the wrong way round. So let's split this. Gives us oxygen, right? If we split it again, then we get beryllium. So we split oxygen to get beryllium. easy peasy. Now tungsten, I'm not going to be able to split something to make tungsten, but bear with me. Rubidium. Okay, that's not hugely helpful. What about if I do it again? Argon, not. Fluorine, not. Okay, I was hoping I would be able to split this and it would split into something I already have. But that's not going to be particularly helpful. So rubidium. Yeah. Okay, so more tungsten then. Tungsten. Tungsten is 74. Let me think about this, and I shall see you the next time, people, because I think that's a good wrapping up point. We are now at a massive point where we can make a lot of ender pearls relatively easily, if a little. There's a few steps involved, but I can make a lot at once, so that shouldn't be much of an issue at all. And that means that we can progress in our tech a fair bit. So next time I think we're going to really have to look at power, because this is going to take a lot of power to do. But until the next time, of course, bye bye and have a funs.